In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create the left box and those two right boxes that sits inside of my container. This is a continuation from my last tutorial, which shows you how to create the wrapper and the top box and the container. Okay, so let's go back to where we have left off. And last time, as you can see, we have wrapper, top box, and a container, and all those wrapper, top box, container divs are being styled in my styles.css file. So let's go back to our design. We can see that our left box with 600 by 680 pixels. So let's do the left box first. Remember, the purpose of container is to hold those three boxes. So any boxes, if you want them to sit side by side like this, left box and right box, then you need to tell it to float to left or float to the right, and has to be contained inside another box. So let's go back to my style sheet, and I'm going to add a div. We call it left box. So my left box has a width of, can't remember, that's a good idea to refer back to my design, 600. So it's 600 pixels, and my height is the same as my container, 680 pixels. And I need to do my left box to float to the left, which means stuck to the left-hand side of the container. Okay, and I needed to add a background color again, just to show it does exist. So this time I'm going to use a color pink. Okay, so since I have created a left box, all I need to do now is to put inside of my container. So before my container end here, I'm going to add a div and with the ID, obviously, a left box. And the left box ends here. Okay, so I'm going to indent a little bit manually so we can see nicely it is set inside of my container. Make sure we save again and go back to my home page here. I'm going to refresh. We should see a pink left box right here. Very good. So this is a left box, and this is what's underneath it, that container, which show just a little bit, and we're going to fill this with two small right boxes set on top of each other. Okay, so I'm going to go to my design actually, just to see how big we want. Okay, so that's the rest of the width, and total is 800. The left box takes up 600, so we only have 200 left. And so we're going to go back to our style sheet. I'm just going to do a name called right top box. Okay, my right top box has the width of 200 and height depends on how much I want, this take up the rest of the 680. Remember, that's total 680 of the container space being divided into two different sizes of smaller boxes. So for this top one, I want it to be 480. And I'm just going to add a background color again this time. I'm going to use, black. Why not? Just for show. Since I'm here, I'm just going to copy paste this code. I'm going to change that into the bottom box. And remember, the bottom box has the same width, but not the same height, because the height total left 680 minus 480 gives us 200. So it's 200 pixels. And I want a different color so I can see it actually is there. Let's put red. There we go. I saved it, and then I've got to go back to my web page, and Remember my left box flows to the left. Right now I have two right box and I have not told any one of them to float to the right. So we need to go back there, tell them both to float to the right, because otherwise they won't work. Okay, so let's go back here. We're going to put those two boxes after we finish putting down the left box. Since the left box now it's stuck to the container left, so we can now add my right top box, and I'm going to close this up. I'm going to div ID and do a left bottom box. Sorry, it's right bottom box. Okay, and so now as you can see, all of those boxes are the different boxes. They start here, end here, start another one, ended, start another one, ended. Okay, so the individual boxes are not set inside each other. So that's important. So save. Let's go back to my web page. Refresh. You should see black box here and the red box down here. Very good. Now we finished the basic design of this web page. And next lesson, or next tutorial, sorry, and I will show you how to style those further by adding background image and border styles.